offensively? What was working in the first half and maybe what didn't in the third and fourth quarter?
Yeah, I mean, the penalties and not taking advantage of the short field, the things that stick out, immediately. Our defense did a great job of giving us a chance to win the game, and we didn't come through in that second half. So that's on us, and, we got to get it fixed and have two strong halves, in order to beat a team like that.
Can you be worried all offensively that you guys become predictable in some respects?
That's something you have to look at the tape and see what our tendencies are. We got to go out there and execute whatever's called.
In the second half, did you notice adjustments that the Bengals were making, or was it more a case of you guys not executing?
I think it was a little bit of both. I mean, they made adjustments. I don't think we executed, like I said before, the penalties and not taking advantage of the short fields. Those are the two major things that I can think of right now that needed to be done, and we didn't get it done.
What from that first half specifically did you like that you can build upon going forward?
I think the balance between the run and pass, right? I mean, that's what was great for us against the Saints, and I think that was, what was really good for us in that first half. Having that balance and not relying on one, I think both really works well together. And I don't think we had both working together well in the second half. And, that's, our job, receivers and quarterback, we have to be consistent, and the run game needs to be consistent in order for our offense to work the way it needs to be and the way it should, is that looked like in the first half. So we know what it looks like, and, we just got to execute at a higher level in the second half.
Kenny, can you ever watch the other quarterback, what he's doing, and can you learn anything from a guy like that?
In the middle of a game?
Yeah,
No, I can't. I'm worried about my job and winning a game.
What's your confidence level, Kenny?
Fine. I mean, listen, I'm going to sling it till the end, and my confidence level has not wavered. I'm extremely competitive, and I hate to lose, and it doesn't feel good sitting up here after a loss. That's for sure. So, we got to get things cleaned up, and get back on track, this next week.
Kenny, why do you think consistency has eluded this team?
I think it's just consistency throughout the game and executing at a high level. That's coming down to each guy, doing their job at the highest level they can do it. And offensively, if one guy has a mistake or something like that's what ruins a play. So offensively, we need all 11 working together. And we did a good job of that in the first half, but the second half was nowhere near, where we needed to be.
When it's like that, when you're having a missed assignment here or a missed physical execution here, is that frustrating, or is that maybe more heartening that it's not like big problems, it's just honing in on details?
Yeah, I think that's something you look at after the game, but in game you're just playing the next play, right? I mean, you're going to have adversity throughout every football game you play, and it's never going to be perfect, especially at this level. We're all working together and picking each other up to try and get the ultimate goal, which is a victory at the end of the day. So in game, that's not something we're really focused on, but turning back the film, that's where we can see where those mistakes are and try to improve upon them.
How often do you and the receivers kind of work on improvisation throughout practice, like when you have to roll out and you're trying to find somebody open downfield, so that you can have that communication in game?
Right. Yeah, we've done a lot more of scramble drill, and I think it showed today. I think it continued to improve, and I can continue to extend plays and give those guys more time to get open down the field, and give us more opportunity to have those explosives.
Okay, there was a play late in the game. I think it was that short field drive. Looked like you were faking a handoff and there was nobody there, and it ended up breaking down. He just kind of threw it out of bounds. Was that a miscommunication?
Yeah, it was a miscommunication on the play.
Kenny, is it concerning that some of these inconsistencies or some of those mental errors are still popping up this late in the season?
I think that happens, but we just need to minimize them. Like I said, it's football at the highest level. There's going to be mistakes, but we just have to minimize them as much as possible in order for us to be successful. So, that's something that we have to continue to work on in practice and get ironed out in games.
Anyone else?
How's the team unity? What's your sense at 3-7 of the locker room?
Yeah, no one's happy, man. It's obviously no one wants to be in this situation, but we're going to stick together and we're going to get back on track.
Deontay said he's frustrated like everybody else. You weren't able to get him the ball very often today?
With the coverage they were playing, I felt like they weren't letting Deontay get singled up. That's frustrating when he's that good of a player, that talented, and they try to take him out of the game plan. There's some things, they maybe move him around more and get him in different spots to trying to get him the ball. But when they're playing, a too-high shell and they got a safety over the top, it's tough. So.
Anyone else? All right.
Thanks, guys.